So Elon Musk. So this past week at time of recording, um, Elon Musk did a stream, testing the Twitter's streaming capabilities, and had the gall and the nerve to pretend that he is this god among gamers. Now, like ever since I saw Elon Musk's build for Elden Ring, I'm gonna be honest. Looking at this thing here, he's got 3 spirit summons, 2 shields. I'm gonna be honest with y'all, man. Like seeing this image was when I knew not to trust anything that this man says in regards to his gaming. Granted, ever since he said that he was getting rid of 2-factor authentication and making that a Twitter blue perk, that's like I'm a software developer, and I generally am fairly competent in my field. Been doing this shit for going on 9 years at this point. Um, when he was taking over Twitter, that was absolutely the moment the Elon Musk is real life Tony Stark delusion left my brain. It was already like starting to be on the way out, but you know, I didn't believe it when rocket scientists were saying he doesn't know what he's talking about. I didn't believe it when car mechanics and engineers said he doesn't know what he's talking about. Until I saw him bungling stuff in my field of expertise, I I did not. I didn't believe that he was a moron until I saw him doing that. Oh, Lord of mercy! But you know, in a past life, I was a really sweaty Elder Scrolls Online player. From the time period of like summer 2017, to maybe, or end of 2017 to maybe early aughts of 2020, before pre-pandemic, like January, I was a super duper uber sweaty Elder Scrolls Online player. When I say I was sweaty, I'm talking about, if I like, you could probably find people who were hella active in the PvP community and say like, oh, I remember him. I was the type of Nightblade that would get mad when I'd get killed, and I would in a duel, and I would fuck them, say like curse and yell at people to duel me over and over again until I won, so I could soothe my ego. I was pathetic. And if I had somebody come to me and say, I am the best Nightblade, I'm the best of the best, I'm like, and they show me their gameplay, and I see them break stealth and just start light attacking, don't break out with, you know, what was it called? A concealed weapon into your ultimate incapacitating strike, and starting your rotation from there. And I'd have questions because I don't necessarily, or even like flip them, prefer if you prefer, but just straight into light attacks, I would like. I make no mistake, I have never been one emperor in a campaign. Not a whole bunch of people have that honor. Certainly more than most, but I certainly have gotten, maybe top 20, top 10 even, depending. I've done good for myself in Cyrodiil. My blood for the pact. But I'm not the best Nightblade on the planet, but I'm good enough to look at somebody's gameplay and know whether or not they're trash. And that's basically what happened with the Path of Exiles community. A lot of people who are pillars of the community basically looked at his gameplay and were like, oh, this guy doesn't know what he's talking about. And at the end of the day, it's I have to question how angry the person who owns this account is, because the person who owns this account has items that are so rare they're not even available on the auction house. The person who owns this account literally made a tab called Elon's Maps for the purposes of easy maps that Elon could just easily run through and not have any issue or any danger to himself. So he would have his character saved. Now remember, this is a hardcore character, meaning permadeath. And this is a character with hundreds and hundreds of hours on it. People calculate you have to put anywhere between 300 to 500 hours to get to this level. And this is, by the way, if Elon Musk is, going to political rallies and running 3 or 4 companies and being in all of that as well. So people are just like, it's not believable. And you're also one of the top players in Diablo 4? Really? I mean, if somebody said that I'm like one of the top players in, I'm one of the top raiders in Elder Scrolls Online, and I've cleared, veteran hard mode Asylum Sanctorium with 9 people, and with the top DPS rotation, and then you show me and then your fucking Magicka is like constantly out because you're not weaving. I have questions. So the question, that's the question a lot of the Path of Exiles fans were having. He was doing very basic and inane, boomer noob stuff that fundamentally clued everybody into being like, yo, this man doesn't know what the fuck he's doing. And that kind of brings me to the ultimate point here. Why? Like, Elon's purchase of Twitter and everything going on over there is a exercise in vanity. He didn't buy Twitter because he wanted to make comedy legal on Twitter or be a bastion of free speech. No, he did it because he's, a vain, pathetic man who just is desperate to be loved unconditionally by the masses that he's stepping on the neck of. Why does he want to be seen as this like really cool gamer and stuff? It's because he wants to be loved. And it just kind of just goes to show, man, like, doesn't matter how much money you have, there ain't no happiness. The only happiness you get is like, and it's sad, and it bums me out too, because I'm just like, all Elon Musk would need to do to be beloved is do Mr. Beast shit. Like Mr. Beast was beloved until like all Mr. Beast needed to do is not just run his companies and abuse the fuck out of his employees. Like, fuck me, dude. You make enough money to not run your workplace like a shithole. And Elon Musk could do the same thing. He literally could use all the money he has to do shit to make people love him. And instead he does things like jerk off the right wing and lie about playing video games. I don't know, dude. It feels like something that is, it just feels like I said, it feels like, such a catch-22. Like, you have all this money, and the things that you could do to make people love you, you choose not to, and you decide to do everything else to try and make people love you, but you just end up looking like a desperate fool. I don't know, dude. I feel like in Charlie Moist Critical, said this best, like, just to paraphrase him real quick. Elon Musk could have said, hey, I'm playing this game, I'm not very good at it yet, but I'm having fun. I want to share my progress on like how I'm doing with it. I feel like that would have been Much more accepted. I've operated on that level when I've tried new games and streamed games, and people have been very receptive to that. People love having their communities and the games that their communities are centered around highlighted. But, pretending to be some PoE 2 god by bioing some Singaporean dude's account and then getting fucking by the way, update, for at time of recording, the character that's behind me on screen that Elon is playing, this is a hardcore character, meaning permadeath. It's dead because Elon most likely saw the criticism he was getting online for being a scrub and lying and not having it be his account, logged into the damn account, said, I'm going to do some hard stuff and show them, and then went and did something actually difficult and got his ass beat. There you fucking go. That's the. So I don't know, dude. It just it reeks of insecurity. It's pathetic, and it's just, honest to God, I feel like you, the person watching this, and I, if we had as much money and power as this man, there's a lot of things we would be doing in our communities and for our loved ones and for the world at large that would just, there's better uses of that much money, and this is just sad, man. Fast forward 30 seconds, skip the ad. Thank you so much for supporting HIMediaTV. If you want to support us without actually giving any money and you want to do more than just watching the video, please consider signing up for Acorns. Our referral link can be found here on the bounty board in our Discord. Using Acorns, I think, is a very, very good option for people who don't necessarily want to think about investing. God knows I don't want to think about it. And it passively invests for you by taking $5 out of your account at a time. Hey, thanks for watching. If you want to talk to me outside of this video, outside of live streams, or just join the community and be a part of it, you can do so at himedia.gg/discord. Discord links there. We'd love to have you. And given the financial situation of the economy right now, I know this is a tall ask, but if you have the scratch to spare, please consider donating and becoming a supporter at himedia.gg/tip. All of our perks are serviced through our Discord channel, including early access videos, exclusive videos, and more. Your generosity is a blessing, and $1 a month is a boon to my mental health. Thank you so very much for watching. I appreciate you, and have a great day.